Alright, welcome back everybody to another Lord Bane video. Uh, Another insane in the membrane counter I will be showing you today. It's a bit of a revised, well, not even a revised, it's a bit of a repeat almost of a video I posted not too long ago on YouTube. I'll see if I can get it up now. But today I'm going to be didn't mean to click on Ducker. Today we're going to be talking about, just briefly, and I've got a bit of footage here for you guys to have a look at. The six-armed man himself, Trench, is now throwing the bench across the room, and he's actually doing some pretty cool stuff. Now, I'm about to get this video up for you guys. So a couple weeks ago, I put out a video of Trench versing the Beck Datacron that's currently out at the moment. And it was versed the proper team, and but I could only do so much because it was in Squad Arena. Let me see if I've got it here. Videos. Yeah, so I could only do so much because it was in Squad Arena, but now since we've had a couple territory wars, this morning I was able to try and use Trench for like the first time against a Beck. Here's the footage of the video. Sorry guys, bear with me. Where's my own? I don't watch my own videos. Where is it? Where is the recording? Here it is. So if you guys haven't already, go check out this footage first, because stupid ads, honestly. Wow, I hate how YouTube's done the modeling now. But go and watch this. No, come on, stupid ad. Go and watch this video first to see. Well, actually, why don't we just watch this now with me? You're watching a Bane video inside a Bane video. How insane is that? So, let's just go back there, Mr. Bane. So this is the Cron that I was versing in Squad Arena. Now, a lot of people saying, I think there was a comment somewhere down the track saying, it's not really useful information because no Omicrons or something like that. I did remember someone saying something like this. I can't remember where. Otherwise, maybe I'm making stuff up. No, but I'm sure someone did say something about it's not really ideal, and I do agree with them because you can't really get the full scope of what a counter is in Squad Arena because of Omicrons have such a big impact on characters. So this recording here that I did a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago I did this one. It beat the Kellerin Beck Datacron, which is pretty cool. Now I had pretty good mods on my Trench team, and I still do. I have my Trench team modded well. And today I wanted to try it against a proper dual territory war Beck. Now, unfortunately for me, the only Becks the enemy placed down were ones without cam for some reason. I don't know why, but for some reason they didn't have cam in their Beck team, which definitely makes the Beck team a lot worse. Well, I shouldn't say worse, but not as optimal as it could be. So, as we kind of fast forward this battle, I end up winning quite smoothly, actually. So I was like, okay, with this information, I then was like, okay, well, maybe I can actually get him to work in territory wars against the Beck Omi and also the Mace Omi. Now, the great thing about territory wars is Trench also is bringing an extra, you could say, magazine to the battle here. So he has his 3 Omicrons. I only have the lead because I don't really think his other 2 are too important, and maybe someone else has footage or proof that his other ones do something. But his leadership is really the one you want. If you want to invest Omicrons into Trench, the leadership is the one you want because you can beat Ray pretty easily. You don't need it to beat Ray because I have done it before. But the lead Omicron makes it way easier. And I think maybe this one is probably the second one you want to place down. The basic isn't too bad with the ability block. So would be actually pretty nice against Beck, but I don't think it would be very nice against Jabba because of that turn meter removal. But anyway, enough talk about freaking Omicrons. So, a couple things that are really important. So, because there was no Cam in this footage, so instead of Cam, they had Qui-Gon. And because it was the first time I tried this battle against Beck Omicron, I did it against a non-level 9 Datacron, if you're still with me with all the crons. So I used it against an Omicron Beck, an Omicron Mace, but no level 9 Beck Datacron, okay? Still with me. And I had no Cam, so they missed like a big chunk of speed, protection, and all that kind of stuff. I'll go over the kits in a second here, but I do want to say one important thing, and you will see it in the video I just showed before. Controlling Anakin is the hardest thing. That you just need to make sure he's dead before he does his big AoE. And unfortunately, in the battle I'm about to show you, he does get it off, but we still win, if you know what I mean. So, in the battle you saw before, I actually was able to fear Anakin, and that was because, I think is it this one? When a unit reaches, I think, when they lose all their protection for the first time. Yeah, the first time each enemy loses all protection, at the end of that turn, they are feared. So, this fear actually came in clutch for that battle you just saw before, where Anakin took his turn, but then, because he was feared, he missed out. So, trying to fear Anakin in the first couple plays of the battle is really important, because the problem is you're going to be stuck behind Mace Windu, and every time you hit an ally of Mace Windu, he's going to gain that resilient defense or taunt, whatever you want to call it, and then you have to target him. And then what happens is if you kill excuse me, if you kill or get Mace Windu under 50% health, Anakin's going to gain that bonus turn and pop you. So the way you want to handle it is either get extortion on Anakin. So, because usually he'll be an idiot and just extort it. Extortion on Anakin, fear on Anakin, stun on Anakin, ability block on Anakin. Either one of those is what you want on Anakin before you kill Mace Windu. So you've got to basically either kill or control Anakin, kill Mace, and then kill Anakin if you haven't already. So it's a bit of I definitely made a lot of mistakes in my battle, but I think for the RNG that was bestowed upon me in this battle, I did pretty well to clutch it. I will just briefly talk about why Cam is so vital to the Beck team. He plays such an important role. Where is he? I do have him somewhere. He's at R3 here. So I don't personally have Beck up and running yet, but the reason why you want him is because of this Zeta here, Jedi Council. It's basically a leadership. What can I say? 30 extra speed, 40% max health, and 20% offense. Right there is great. That 30 speed is actually, I will explain why it's so important, is very beneficial to the Beck team. Additional offense as well. Cam is such a great character for this team. He's almost irreplaceable. I don't know why the enemy guild opted for Qui-Gon there. Maybe for the offense up. I'm not really sure. Anyway, enough talk from me. Let's kind of walk ourselves, well, I'll walk you guys through this battle. Now, I will put it in a little bit of a slow-mo just so you guys can kind of, well, I can keep up with the video. Now, before we get too excited, I did use I did use the Admiral Trench Datacron. Now, this is the optimal one. It's got the level 6 that we can't be dazed, and the extortion does extra stuff. And we also have the repost level 9, all that trench stuff. So, is it skewed in the way that maybe Trench has the advantage and it's not really fair? Okay, whatever. I don't care because Beck is a pretty big team at the moment, especially with his Datacron. But because it's the first time I was fighting this team in Territory Wars, I didn't want to throw it at any of the Beck Datacrons with the Beck Omicrons. I didn't want to just throw a battle away. I wanted to actually get some good footage of what if this team has potential. So, and I'm sure there's footage about this team elsewhere, or maybe it's on the hush hush. I don't know, but there's a big but. Let's run this. So, I've got for your guys' information. My Dooku is over 350 speed. Now, not everyone has an over 350 speed Dooku. Is it overkill? I don't know. But having fast and good mods on your trench team is good. You need to put investment in this team for it to work. So we'll let this footage run through, and I'll kind of walk through what I did wrong, what I should have done, and how we can improve on this. Because at the end of the day, I actually timed out on this team. So the reason... Sorry, I just want to explain everything, but I feel like I'm going all over the place. Beck Omicron gives 500% defense, so it's really hard to get through the protection, especially on this team. Now, if you guys notice, this is only a relic for Keller and Beck, and I don't know if he had really good mods or he just wasn't protection focused in his modding. He didn't have a really good Datacron, so his protection stats were probably garbage. And you can see that because he's only got 13 stacks of Padawan lessons. Now, I think Arnold's videos, he's usually able to get him around 20 without having to use the Beck Datacron. Obviously, if you have the Datacron, you basically scale up to 100, which makes them hit like absolute trucks. But I'll let you guys watch and see what's happening. So the first thing you want to do, what gets his bonus turn, you want to pass the shield generator or tank tech over to Django. Now, because I have a really fast Dooku, I'm able to mash Makashi and put everyone under stealth besides Django. Now, this doesn't really matter because Mace Windu pulls the person who has Shatterpoint out of stealth and they can target them. So it helps a little bit, but that Shatterpoint, guys, pulls you out of stealth really quickly. Now, a few things that would change this battle right at this instant. If they had Cam there, that 30 extra speed, Shark T would have gone next and not my Dooku. And that would have meant she would have cleansed and probably, I don't know, given Taunt over to Mace Windu, I'm guessing. And then, I don't know, maybe Anakin would go next. Whatever the case, Shark T early cleanse is actually really good for us. And that's what happened in the battle I showed you on. That's already on my YouTube. Go check it out, please. Yeah, so what happened in this battle was because there was no cam, my Dooku actually outran Shark T. But in a normal lineup, instead of Qui-Gon, it's a complete waste. I don't know why they had that there. But if there was cam there, the 30 speed, Shark T would have gone next and cleansed, which would have been beneficial for us. But anyway, moving on with the battle, we went with the stealth, and we gained turn meter from that, and now it's Trench's turn. Now, because I was kind of unfamiliar with how this battle was going to go, I was like, alright, I need to stun, and I need to ability block Anakin. Now, I got what I wanted, and then I was like, okay, now I'm stuck behind Mace Windu. I need to get my extortion out to get my speed ramping in Trench's kit. So if more extortion, more tech you have, more speed you're going to get. So I was like, alright, they inflict speed down, extortion, great. All great things. And as you can see, there's quite a lot of debuffs out there, which is the reason why if Shakti cleansed before, it would have been way better for us. But hindsight, instead of going all in on Anakin straight away with Trench's call to assist, I probably would have done it on Mace Windu. Try and land even a basic on Mace Windu to get the shock on him so he doesn't taunt is probably as beneficial as going for him first. So if even at this point here where, let's go back to, I don't know, here. So when it was Trench's turn, oh, he's got evasion, so it didn't actually matter. But call to assist on Mace, I think the Anakin play was actually okay. But even clearing the foresight so I could potentially shock Mace Windu later maybe was better. So, I don't know. Let's see how we go. I stunned and ability blocked Anakin, which is what I wanted. At the end of the day, you want him to control. So then I was like, okay, I can either buff Dispel here, which probably wouldn't have been a bad idea, but I was like, no, I need the extortion out, I need the speed down, so we can kind of loop these guys a couple times. But as you can see, Shaak Ti's turn meter is like creeping along. She's getting close. Now, what I should have done here, I can't remember if Django can ignore taunt. I don't know if he can. But if he can, I should have tried to get Anakin below his... I should have tried to get rid of his protection if I can ignore taunt. I can't quite remember if we can. I think we can with Bounty Hunter's Resolve. I can't quite remember. But if I was able to get rid of all his protection here, he would have been feared. And then this cleanse from Shaak Ti wouldn't have mattered. Actually, I think we did. And this protection up here might be something in Beck's kit I'm actually missing right now. So let's have a look here. Sorry, I'm learning as I'm explaining this. I'm actually learning it with you guys. So it looks like we got rid of his protection there. So why did he not get feared? Is there something in the Beck's Omicron that prevents fear? Let's have a look. Yep. First time each ally loses all protection, they recover 50%. They regain 50% turn meter, gain bonus protection. So there's that bonus protection. So we got rid of all his protection, but they gained 150% bonus protection, blah, blah, blah. Defense. Alright, so I don't know why Anakin wasn't feared here. Maybe the bonus protection ignores the fact that he should have been feared. But according to Trench's clause there, when an enemy loses all their protection, they should be feared. So, I don't know, maybe that's a bug, but he definitely lost all his protection there because that's 150% bonus protection there from Kelleran's Omicron. So, maybe we have to get rid of that as well. I don't know. So, let's continue on. And now, as I was saying before, because they have less speed because Cam's not present, Shaak Ti then cleanses later, which works out way better for them. And see, like, Anakin's now wide open, Mace is taunting, and I don't have any sort of control on Anakin. And also, as you can see here, the Shadow Point working wonders, taking characters out of stealth, which I can't take advantage of my damage immunity here with Django. So we'll keep on going. Maybe Qui-Gon's there for the offense up. Like, that was pretty nice for them. This hit here, I was a little bit worried. I think if they had more Padawan stacks, definitely Trench probably would have died here. But maybe not. The Shadow Point's scary. We got pretty lucky, actually, with all the deflections in this battle. Alright, so here I opted for the Dispel and the call to the assist here because he has extortion. Now, what I didn't realize is we actually, because we have repost, we actually got him down really quickly, and then I paid for it a second later. So this is why you've got to control Anakin, because as you can see, he's halfway to blowing up here. Now, if I was able to get a shock on Mace Windu earlier and get around his taunt and do the AoE, or even call to assist on Anakin, it would have been way better for me. But anyway, Anakin popped and nuked out Newt and Trench. And thankfully, Newt's got the revive there. But unfortunately, Trench definitely hit the bench. He was done. So anyway, moving on with our lives. we have no trench anymore, so we need to revive him as quick as we can with what. Got a shock there and stun on Anakin, which is great. Now it's kind of a bit late, but better late than never. I put the extortion on Anakin. I think I'll go for a basic here, trying to get rid of all that bonus protection. Misplay here. I was eating lunch at the time, and I was mashing buttons, and I was like, oh yeah, I can actually revive, but I forgot to do it. So next time I get Watt's turn, I do revive Trench, but as you can see, it doesn't really matter. So I should have revived Trench there, and definitely the battle we could have won, but we time out at the end of this battle. So nice assist there from Shakti. Again, if the Beck Datacron was here, I'd be very skeptical of the damage output these guys will have, especially when you don't have full control over their damage dealers like Anakin. So continue to do Masha Makashi, putting everyone under stealth. Not like it really matters because Mace Windu pulls them out anyway. I think we mass assist on Anakin here. No, we put more extortion out. So unlike Rey, where you have to limit how much extortion you put out. So here, hold on. Alright, let me just finish what I was saying. So, unlike a Rey team where you have to limit how much extortion you put out because you don't want to time out against damage immunity, against a Trench team, you can put out as much extortion as you want. More the better, because then you're faster and it just makes you able to loot this team way more often. Now, as you can see here, Beck is about to... I've just revived Trench here, and of course he gets the Shadow Point. And Beck is like, "Nuh-uh, man, go back into the grave." And he instantly dies again. So, if I was able to revive him a turn ago, he would have been in a way better condition. I would have had way more control on the enemy. But obviously, I just misplayed there and didn't revive him quick enough. And then, because that's a cleanse, everyone's cleansed up. I tried to go for a stun on Anakin, couldn't get it. But we've got the extortion. We called the assist here, and I think we do enough damage to kill him, possibly, or not. We got to start an ability block, but that's basically what you want to do in this battle is keep Anakin and Mace Windu. Those are the two ones you want to keep under control the most. Making sure Mace is not taunting, so with a shock, and Anakin with a stun, ability block, extortion, keeping him literally under your thumb, really. Make sure to spread as much tech around as you can. More the merrier, because it gives you more speed, I believe, from Trench's kit. Can't remember if it's extortion or maybe it's both. I know extortion does give it. So look here, Anakin's like wide open here, no taunt. I think I go for the AoE, or do I basic? No, basic just to make sure. So Anakin's out now. The biggest threat is gone. So now I'm going in with Masa Makashi again, and trying to get out Mace Windu, because he's the next biggest threat of this team. I can probably speed this up for you guys. It's going dead slow. Let's get up back to normal speed. So, again, another cleanse. I think that was from Shakti. Was it Shakti? Yep. Shakti cleanses again. There is so many cleanses on this team that you have to be aware of. Like Beck's second special is a cleanse. Shakti has a cleanse, and... feels like they cleanse it all the time. But I tell you what, new Gunray's extortion and his call to assist ability are so freaking awesome. And Dooku being unavoidable on basic with repost is so deadly as well. Yeah, so it doesn't look great for us, but we managed to actually carry most of the battle. You can see we're kind of running out of time here. We have 2 minutes left. And we're about to kill off, I think another extortion out there. Yep, so we kill off Mace there, and we're like, okay, this is at the point where I should have put it on auto, but I was like, no, I want to keep playing, but I should have put it on auto, because the Trench team really know what they're doing most of the time anyway, and, yeah, unfortunately, I got Trench again, and look at this, he just dies again, instantly. Like, what's the bad luck here? They like have a thing for Trench that just killed him instantly. As soon as I revived him, I was like, oh, for crying, I'm definitely not going to win this now. So, we basically four-manned this with Dooku and Jango and Watt here. But basically, I'm working on Qui-Gon now because he's the weakest character. I was like, all right, I want to leave this battle preloaded because as you know, Beck Omicron's a pretty strong territory war, and this is a pretty good cleanup here if it's just Beck and Shark D. So now I put it on auto with 1 minute to go, hoping that I can get them both out, but I do run out of time against Beck, unfortunately. But you can see here, Dooku with that health pack is just tanking those hits. Got a nice stun there on Beck. Another Master Makashi. Trying to get Shark T out. That tenacity up is horrible. Didn't really need the extortion there, but auto is the dumb part there. Now Trench is finally back. Trench in his own team is back for the last 30 seconds of the battle, where he was absent for 4.5 minutes. But now he is back. And if, like I said before, if I was able to have Trench for the entirety of the battle, it would have been a done deal. Now, obviously, there's a few caveats. I was using an awesome Trench Datacron, and the Beck team didn't have a good modded Beck. I don't know what was going on there. Look at this. 3 seconds to go. 3 seconds. 1 second. I got this connection error. I was like, no! No! And look how close Django gets here with the double tap here. Right on red health. So that right there, I was so annoyed. I was like, oh, come on. Come on. Where is it? Here. So that's where the battle ended. So I'm going to count that as a win. So right here, why he didn't die at the end of the clock there was because he gets, I think it's a bonus turn, and he recovers most of his health and protection. Because of the shock there, he didn't, I believe. But I would have been able to kill him if I literally had another 10 seconds. But or Trench was around for most of the battle. But unfortunately, he wasn't. So we preloaded a single Beck. But as I was saying below, can't put a pin in it. I'm going to try it again next Territory War if I have the chance. Hopefully against a better Beck with Cam in the team and see how it goes. I'll try and play it a little bit better, follow my own advice, and maybe we can get somewhere with this team. But we are so close, guys. So close to making a Trench of a viable counter against Beck, a dual Omicron Beck team. So I'll keep you guys posted on see how the battles end up, and maybe we can find something cool. I'm looking forward to next Territory Wars to see how it goes. But until then, guys, yeah, keep doing your swagger, I guess. I don't know. I don't have good exit scenes to videos. Like, subscribe, guys. Share, comment down below what you think about this Trench team. And I will see you all tomorrow night for Grand Arena 5v5. Looking forward to it, guys, and I will see you then. And as always, Bane out, guys.